So we'll give a moment for, let's see, we are recording. Thank you, Matt. So this is the portion where we invite you to please ask your questions and comments as we give our IHLS and share updates. So the first update that we have this morning, I'm going to ask Ellen Poppet to give the general IHLS administration update.
Oh, good morning, everybody. It's great to see all of you, and Happy New Year. As Kate said, it's been an interesting couple of weeks. I think we fought every virus and bug that's going around Southern Illinois, but we're coming back, and we're happy to be back in the new year. We hope you're all watching the deadlines for your per capita grant. We know that certification and the Illinois Interlibrary Low Traffic Survey are open for you to tackle before the end of March. Those are kind of checklist items that we always will continue to remind people of. I'd also remind you, as you look towards nicer weather and more enjoyable travel opportunities, to make sure that you have the date for Reaching Forward South on your calendar. That will be April 19th at the Doubletree in Collinsville. Since it's been in Southern Illinois and so deep in Southern Illinois over the last couple of years, we've really had a great time seeing our members at all those occasions. As far as what's going on at the system, we're right at the beginning of preparing our area per capita grant for the upcoming fiscal year. Can you believe we're talking about FY 2025 now? I mean, that's an almost unbelievable figure to me. And when we do this, there are a couple components. One is our budget for the upcoming year. The second is our operational plan for the upcoming year. And folded over the tail end of this fiscal year, I believe, and into next fiscal year, we will be working on a new strategic plan. And what all this means for all of you is that we'll be coming to you for input, and we're looking forward to your input as we prepare all this documentation about how we want to move forward with our members. Excitingly enough, in the next week or two, the island portal will go live, and we're really excited about that. Those of you who have had trustees who have had a sneak peek and have given us feedback, we're really appreciative of that. And we're happy to have as many trustees participate as possible. So Kate, unless I'm forgetting anything, that's what I have. Does anybody have any questions for me? Well, if you think of anything, put them in the chat, please.
Thank you so much, Ellen. I will be giving the HR update for Jill Trevino. There is a new calendar year for the Gallagher Sexual Harassment Training in L2. So you will see, it'll say CY 2024. We're trying something a little bit different this year as far as how it looks in L2. So the event is open for registration the entire calendar year, but the event itself is actually just a date in December. That is really, it's rolling, so it's open all year. So that is really just to keep it organized in L2 the best we can. So please, if you do register, give a week for you to receive the email link. You know, things happen. As Ellen said, we've had a lot of illnesses, as I'm sure you all can relate to. So if you don't receive a link after a full business week, then please reach out to us and we will get that sorted out. Also, Jill is still available for consulting with your HR issues. There is a link on the website to book a specific time with her to consult, but then also you can call. She does ask that if you do call, you know, she is in a lot of calls and a lot of meetings, so she might not be available at that moment, but to please leave a message and she will get back to you as soon as she can. Any questions about those two things?
Yes. Sorry, Kate, am I allowed? Should I unmute or type
Oh,
it in?
yeah, you're totally allowed to unmute and share.
Okay, sorry, it's Jill. So this just kind of came up when you were on your little 8-minute break and I was checking my email. So hot off the press. Susan McKinney posted a question about the latest municipal minute that was posted about some new law regarding independent contractors and this new time frame of like, they haven't worked within 60 days, and you have to get a W-2 for them. And what I'm basically just saying is you may want to have Jill look at that question, because I replied to it because she was looking for advice from directors, which to me, it was sort of I don't really think we're the people who know the answer to this question kind of thing. But aren't you guys members of HR Source?
We are. And
Sorry. So I was wondering if maybe her overall question, because it's relevant to all libraries who have like snow removal people and people who come in and do general maintenance on their building, that maybe you could clarify some of her points in the question, and then maybe, kind of inform us all with their advice on how to interpret that law. So basically what I'm saying is I'm pointing you to the municipal minute and Susan's question, because it does seem relevant to the whole library environment as a whole in terms of how we use people.
Yeah. Thank you, Jill. I did see both the municipal minute and the question come through the director's listserv. Please know for everybody that the director's listserv is monitored by multiple IHLS and share staff. So we do try to keep on top of that. And I'll make sure that Jill Trevino saw that. If there's any clarification that we can get to share with the whole membership. So thank you, Jill. I am going to turn it over now to Cassandra Thompson for the share update.
Thank you so much, Kate. And actually, I know we did this in the last meeting, but we do have a new share membership engagement specialist, Jace Cook. And so he is still trying to get to know a lot of our members. So I'd like to invite him to give the share update today.
All right. Hi, everybody. So I'll be giving you the share update today. Hope everybody's been doing well with the weather. So on behalf of Share, I'd just like to provide some updates on what we've been doing over the last few weeks. My biggest update for you is in reference to Aspen Discovery. So the first cohort has gone live on Aspen as of yesterday. Everybody is all live from that cohort. So we're very excited about that. It's been a really big project. We've gotten some really good feedback from those members. We're continuing to learn more and more about Aspen and its features every day. And then in the coming weeks, cohorts 2 and 3 are going to be going live on that as well. And we look forward to hearing from those members. Let us know how things are going for you. If you have any issues, please reach out to us, and let us know how your patrons are liking Aspen as well. And then in addition, we've got the Share annual members group meeting next Wednesday, the 24th at 2 p.m. And this is going to be a pretty important meeting because we'll be discussing some voting matters like the member fee increases that you've been seeing from the town halls and everything like that, as well as providing some updates on the activities from each of the Share committees over the last year. And then my last update for you is, as a reminder, you can always sign up for alerts about Polaris outages by texting Polaris to 84483, and I'll put that in the chat for everybody as a reference. And I think that's all I've got for you today. If anything comes up, we'll let you know. If you have any questions, please reach out and we will respond as soon as possible. Thanks.
Jace, I have a quick question for you. As far as Aspen,
Yes.
all the libraries who are implementing that, do they know the best way to give that feedback? Should they email you directly, or how best to give that?
Yeah, a lot of people have been using the help desk tickets. Those are typically the best way to reach us so we can keep track of everything. If there are issues that you've got that are outside of something that's like a technical issue, you can definitely email some of the staff. So like me or Dina or Cassie, we'll get you where you need to go, basically.
Thank you. Does anyone else have any questions for Jace? Okay. As always, if you think of something, please put it in the chat and we will address it if we don't address it right away. So now I'm going to ask Carol Hogan Downey to share, to turn on her camera and share the communications update.
Hi, all. Thanks, Kate. So we just have, one small update. It is just a reminder that Member Day registration is open now, and not just open to IHLS members, though IHLS members are the ones who can get in for free, but it's also open to Rails and Chicago Public Library System members for $15 a piece. And you are very, very welcome to invite any Rails or CPL colleagues you have to the event. So, thanks.
Thank you, Carol. And next up is Colleen with a delivery update.
Hi, yes, thank you. I'm actually going to share my screen just for a minute to remind a couple sections on our website that we have. So just 1 second. Did that come up for everyone?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, good. Thank you. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure everybody could see. Okay, so first and foremost, I just kind of wanted to show on our website, we had a couple questions when we're sending out notifications. What route am I on? Or how do I know if this applies to me or not? So the quickest and easiest way to do that is to navigate to our website. A lot of times I just go to Google and search IHLS delivery and it comes up as the first result. Of course, you can bookmark this page as well on your bookmarks, or you can go to services and then choose on delivery. Right here at the very top, we've got the two most important things that might be helpful for you. The hubs and routes is where you would go. So if you just click on that section, you scroll down just a little bit, you can begin typing in your library name. I'll type in like Mount Vernon. And then, well, and it depends on, all of this spelling is taken directly from L2. So in Mount Vernon's case, they may be spelled MT Vernon, I'm guessing. Yep. And then if you click on that, it tells you automatically what route. So you're a Carbondale Hub Library on Route 4, and it gives a nice little star to indicate that this is your library, and it makes it bold. So that's really helpful to be able to determine, oh, we're canceling Route 4, which library am I, or which route am I on? That's how you can navigate and determine to tell that. Going back to the delivery website, of course, we have the delivery help desk as well. And I did want to apologize. We did not realize there were some help desk ticket issues from December. It was like mid-December until January, until a member library had reached out to us saying, hey, we reached out to you on the help desk and we didn't get the email. So thank you. And if in the future you send us a help desk ticket, but do not hear back in the next couple of days, please feel free to reach out to us directly, because sometimes glitches happen. So you can just click on that help desk to create a ticket. And when you type in your name and email and phone and library, then you can choose which category of items that you would like to tell us about, or if you need to request bags or anything like that. Trying to think, was there anything else? Oh, I wanted to also go over the new L2 method of emailing. So we have the standard text alerts that everyone's aware of. The only thing that I don't like about that is we don't know who subscribed. From our end of things, all we see is a whole bunch of phone numbers. We don't actually even have any idea whose names or which route it is or anything like that. So our IT staff have helped us develop a new email method. So you may have seen communications about this in the Member Connection newsletter. And if not, this is on our website as well about that. So we've got the standard text alert where you can sign up to that. But then we also have new this year, the email method. So how that email method works is on your L2 profile, if you are designated as the system delivery contact, then you will receive emails that are related to your route. So we can email route specific emails only. Before, we would have to text the entire hub whenever a route was canceled. And sometimes people weren't subscribed to that alert, so they would have no idea they were not getting delivery that day. So our IT guy also created a special script for us that if the library has no contact designated, then it's going to automatically choose the librarian or the library director for that library. So one small glitch in that system is that, say you want a second person and they go in and check themselves as the system delivery contact. If the automated system was the way that the library director was chosen, then that library director is automatically removed because there is someone else. Now you can fix that manually, but I just wanted everyone to be aware that this could be a glitch in our system, that you would have to manually then go out there and reselect yourself. You can select as 15 people in your library could be checked as the system delivery contact in L2, and then the 15 people would get that notification, if that makes sense. There's a little bit more information on this website on how to designate yourself. And I've also since learned that library directors can go in and choose their staff that they want to choose on there as well. So yeah, I just want to go over that part of the section. of the website. The only other two notifications or reminders I wanted to say is obviously making sure you don't overfill your tubs. I know that with the new style tubs, some people have questioned whether or not they're too heavy, and we try to, if they feel heavy, weigh them to make sure that they're not exceeding that 40-pound weight limit. But so far we haven't really had many issues with that. So we put those tub fill lines where they are so that we can ensure that tubs aren't being overfilled. And then also, some people may or may not be aware of the new style tubs. We're switching over to a new style of tubs, which are a little bit more durable and will last a little bit longer. So if you have not yet seen those, be on the lookout for them. It may be slowly over the next couple of years because these newer style are a little bit more expensive. However, we anticipate them lasting much longer. Some people may or may not be aware that the old style Rubbermaid tubs that we used to use have really decreased in quality, and they'll break within like 3 to 6 months, and we're constantly in a cycle of trying to replace them. So it didn't make sense on that cost benefit analysis to continue to buy those old style tubs. So we're switching over to a new durable style that a lot of other library systems in other states are using as well. So does anybody have questions about things? Okay, I guess that's all for me. Thank you. Please feel free to reach out to me if you have questions.
Thank you so much, Colleen. There's a lot of exciting changes that have been happening in the delivery department. And now, last but not least, because it's the membership update and I'm part of the membership team, I'm going to turn it first over to Sarah Taylor to give an update about one of IHLS's biggest virtual events of the year. Sarah?
Yay. Just a couple updates I wanted to add. I know Carol gave a little bit of an update. February 20 Member Day 2024 is set to happen February 8th this year. Our team has been really hard at work to put this together. So this conference is full of learning opportunities, professional development hours, time to meet with different exhibitors, and different games and prizes that we'll have available throughout the day. The theme this year is Libraries, the Heart of the Community. And the day will kick off at 8 a.m. with the exhibit hall. And then our opening session does start at 9 a.m. There will be 13 other sessions throughout the day to choose from. So you have a lot of things to choose from to do, more chances to meet with the exhibitors throughout the day. And then we'll end the day with an attendance prize. If you did register before January 8th, you should be receiving a surprise to help keep you warm during this winter, very cold polar vortex that we've had the last few days. And then the deadline is to register. The deadline to register is February 7th. And yeah, like Carol said, Member Day registration is free to IHLS members. And then we did open it up to Rails and CPL colleagues for $15, so they can have access to those professional development hours as well. If you have any questions at all about registration or Member Day, just reach out to membership@illinoisheartland.org and we should be able to get you squared away. All right, thank you, Kate.
Thank you, Sarah. I want to thank Sarah and Leah Gregory and everyone else on the Member Day team who have been working so hard, Matt Caskey, to make sure that all of the technology and everything is ready for the big day on February 8th. And I really hope you all are planning to join us. And so, Ellen, before I give the continuing education update, is there anything else on the membership front you would like to add?
Because I covered certification and the per capita grant, those are the big things. We're looking forward to the weather turning a little bit so that we can all get out and start making site visits again. So if you'd like to, Leah's great at reaching out to people and scheduling those, and you can always contact anybody from membership to come out and visit your library and talk to you about what's going on. And we always look forward to doing that. So that's about all I have, Kate.
Okay, thank you, Ellen. And I will second that, getting out and meeting our members and visiting your libraries is one of the best things. Oh, Colleen, I see you've turned your camera on. Colleen, go ahead and share another update.
Thank you. I forgot one very important thing that I wanted to mention, the automated material handling system. I just wanted to update everyone that we have officially then released that RFP for the process. So what that means is at this time, We're soliciting vendors to give us a price for what that machine might cost us for all 3 hubs. And we expect those results to be actually 2 months from today. It'll be March 18th, I believe, is the date that those are due. So in the meantime, obviously, IHLS has not made an official decision, and we will not make an official decision until we've gotten all those and calculated a return on investment and determined the cost and everything. And our board will be the group to make that formal decision in May. But in the meantime, a very important thing is we're still exploring what does it look like if we move forward with that rebarcoding process. I know that's a hot topic between our libraries. So we are investigating what do the rebarcoding duplicators look like? How would that process work? Would IHLS staff be able to do that for member libraries if they want us to? So we're going to develop a survey that we'll be sending out to member libraries, and we're hoping to do it by the end of the month, but it might not be until February. So I just wanted to make sure everyone would be aware and be on the lookout for that survey, because it's very important for us to have that data to kind of include that information on a return on investment. So how many libraries we'd be potentially rebarcoding for. So I'll post that in the chat as well, but we have a link on our website with the updated information. Thank you.
Thank you, Colleen. And again, if you have any questions about those delivery and materials updates, just put them in the chat, unmute, raise your hand, or send them to Colleen later. So the last update that we have for membership, unless Leah Gregory has anything, is the continuing education. The next Uprise Health webinar is Monday. It's about managing burnout. It's in L2, so there is still time to register for that one. And then March, April, and May, we're doing our series of HR Source webinars. So those are going to be on the topics of legal issues for employers, performance reviews, and navigating HR ethics. They are on different dates each month, and if you sign up, there is a small cost for these, that it is $10 per webinar, but if you'd like to sign up for all 3, then that is a cost of $25. These are a little bit different. The recordings are only available for a week afterwards. So if there's a topic that is being presented that interests you, I do encourage you to register. We are, after Member Day is our continuing education event for February that we have scheduled. But then after that, in March, we'll be starting our hybrid events for Third Thursday and Members Matter again. So we are scheduled to be, in fact, this is the announcement, we're scheduled to be in Litchfield in March. That's not quite an L2 just yet. And so I'll be looking for locations for April and May. And we do have a program for May. Kathy Parker and Kate Hall will be presenting on succession planning for libraries. And I'm going to give a shout out to Jill Pfeiffer, because, you know, if you see a presentation that you would like us to offer, or a topic that you would like us to offer on, you know, please reach out to me. I do everything that I can to make that happen. And that was actually one that Jill sent me and said she'd like to see that. So, and then on a statewide level, the Directors University Committee is looking for people to join. Specifically, they are looking for IHLS library directors. And there is a focus too on needing more small and rural libraries, because IHLS, most of our libraries, as you might know, are small and rural, and we really need that reflected in the committee. So if you've been a director for over 5 years and you would like to give back and help other directors grow in their profession, and I'm seeing some names on the attendee list that I think would be good to apply, go ahead and please go to the ILA website and submit an application. And then I will say I'm an ex officio, so I'm not technically a member of the committee. And then the applications for DU 2.0 are now open. That's going to be in April at Starved Rock. And that again is on the ILA website as well. So anybody from IHLS or SHARE have any other updates that they would like to give, or any members out there have any questions or comments? I did see that Leah put that there is a Slate data dashboard demo on 2/13 in the afternoon, and to pass it along to anyone who's interested in school libraries. Leah, can you share just a little bit about what that Slate project is?
Can you hear me? So SLATE is the new name. It stands for School Library Advocacy Through Education, for the School Library Data Project that was started 2 years ago in January, because we realized that there was no real data about the state of school libraries in Illinois. Nobody really knew how many librarians we had. We didn't know which schools have libraries. And so the culmination of that data, which we are still gathering, is being pulled into a data dashboard, which is being revealed on January 29th. And the creator of, well, the leader of that project, Jeanette Durecki from the Rails system, and the creator of the dashboard, she did both, is going to demonstrate that for us, and how to use the data dashboard to see all of the important data, and then some ideas for using that for advocacy. So it's an important step forward for school librarians. I'm really excited about it.
Thank you so much, Leah. I always think it's very fascinating to learn about our different library types that we have in IHLS, since my background's in public. So any final questions, comments, updates? It's about 11:26. We'll leave it open till 11:30, but then otherwise we'll go ahead and wrap up with the Members Matter meeting today. Again, there is no Members Matter in February because all of our efforts are in coordinating Member Day, which we hope to see you all there for. And then we hope that you'll rejoin us in March as we pick back up with our hybrid events. Thank you all for attending today. And I know we're expecting another dip in temperature, so I hope that everyone stays warm and well.